grew up babysitting, things like that. But then when I was in high school, in middle school I started hearing from people that they thought I would be a good public speaker. And so when I went into college, I decided to do my major as communications. And as I started taking a couple of communications classes, but I started to realize that like something was missing, and I didn't really like working with adults, and I missed working with kids. And so that's when I changed my major and I went to elementary education. Probably about 3 years ago or so, I discovered kind of a community within the Instagram world that a lot of people reference as Teachergram. And so where I could share what I was doing in my classroom, and then also like just follow other teachers that were sharing things that they were doing in their classroom, and that way I could kind of separate my two Instagrams, like this is for personal things and this is for teaching. And I would have never imagined what would have come from that Instagram. I've met and just connected with so many educators through it, and kind of grown a little bit of a following, which is really neat. You know, I feel like teaching is such a collaborative career, and so to be able to connect with teachers from all over the United States and even the world has been just so valuable. I've made so many friends. I think anybody will argue that what teachers do is not important. I think we all know that teaching is such an important job, because out of every single career, you had to have a teacher. The way that it affects me outside of school is different than maybe other types of jobs where people have a typical, more typical 9-to-5 desk job. You feel like they really truly leave their work at work. And one thing about being a teacher is that you're constantly thinking about it. You know, you don't leave it at work. You go home and you think about your students, and you think about your lessons, and you think about what you could have changed. It's a very reflective job. And when I wake up in the morning, I think about my kids, and sometimes I'm worried about them, sometimes I just miss them. And I think that's different. It's a very an emotionally taxing job. You can never really truly step away from it. I'm always thinking like, I wonder what my kids are doing right now, hope everything's going okay. Teaching's like one of the only jobs where it's more work to be out than to actually just be there. I find my job so rewarding because I always say, like, tell my kids, like, the future of the world is like in this classroom. Like, I don't know what you guys are going to grow up to be, but I know that that you're going to make an impact on the world, and for me to get to play a small part in that is just so special. Like, I feel, I don't know, like I could be teaching the next president or a future doctor or someone who might discover a cure for something, and it's just really neat to not, you have to wait and find out what the impact is. The second grade level, you might think, oh, well, you're just like learning to read and write and to do basic math, but it matters. Like, those are all things that are foundational to what you'll learn upon later, and so I think it's really important and really